Yo, what up, world? 502 King Paul. Hey, man, y'all gotta forgive me. It's a little late, but my soul would not let me rest until I made this video. I got a question for the black community, man. A serious question. I'm not trolling on this. Why do Black Lives Matter only when the police is the ones killing us? Why do Black Lives Matter only when it's a white person involved with it or another race? If y'all watched my last video, y'all know that I just lost a few people over this past week. And I found out about a couple of more deaths after I posted that video. It's just really troubling me as a black man that I have to speak on this subject, but somebody needs to. I just watched my whole city go in this big uproar, have all these protests and riots over the past year when the police killed Breonna Taylor. But why is it that we only scream in Black Lives Matter to white people, people of other races? How come we not screaming Black Lives Matter when it's black people killing black people? When it's black people hating on black people? When it's black people that want to see harm brought to other black folks? Like I said, man, it's a few deaths that just took place in my life over this past week. And I didn't see not one protest for those young men that lost their life. Over this summer, the guys who lost their life, the young men who lost their life, I didn't see crowds of black people marching down the street screaming, Black Lives Matter, let's find the murderer. Let's find out who did this. Let's bring these people to justice. Now, it's only when the police are involved in our killings that Black Lives Matter. It's just so troubling to me, man. It really is, because I don't know if this is like one of them fake woke things, if this is some kind of political thing or what it is, but it troubles me that black folks are not holding other black folks accountable for the black lives that we are losing out here. Because I can tell you this for sure and for certain, there's way more black men that are killed at the hands of other black men than it is black men that are killed by police, and that's a fact. That is a fact. Let me share a quick story with y'all real quick. I'm walking out the store tonight, and there's a crowd of people as I'm coming out the store. I'm walking out the door, and I see a crowd of people walking towards the door. They haven't quite made it there yet, but I stepped out the store in front of them, and I say, excuse me, to everybody who was walking past. So as I'm getting to my car, a woman who was with the group yells, yeah, you're excused. And the old me probably would have went off on this lady. The old me didn't care too much. I'm going to tell you that now. The old me would have handled the situation a totally different kind of way than what I handled it tonight. But if you ain't from the hood, you probably wouldn't understand. If you ain't been in a situation like this, you probably wouldn't understand. But something that small can turn into somebody losing their life, somebody going to jail, somebody getting injured, man. I walked in front of these people, and I was polite, and I said, excuse me. And it should only be that from that point forward. It shouldn't be nothing else. Somebody says, excuse me, go on about your way. But it's like black folks got to start up something with other black folks. Black folks are the main ones who are trying to start up petty beefs with other black folks, trying to get into violent altercations with other black folks. And I thought about this. I'm like, why is that? It's because black folks simply don't value black lives. And it's the truth, man. That's the truth. And it's so sad that we are constantly doing ourselves like this. How the world treats us, how the police treat us, it's only because we treat ourselves this way as black folks. We got to look in the mirror on this one, man. We got to really look in the mirror and say, okay, what is it that we are doing to cause this? I'm going to give y'all another example. White girl goes missing, and this happened like last week, national news. She goes missing. They looking for the man that abducted her and all this and this and that. Okay. And as we know, when a black woman is abducted or goes missing, we don't hear half of that. We don't get the big news stories. We don't get the big search parties. And as a result, more and more black women are being abducted. More and more of our black children are being abducted and killed. But you know why? It's because white folks value white lives. Chinese people value Chinese lives. Black folks don't value black lives. And it's sad, man. It's extremely sad. When are we going to start treating ourselves like human beings? I'm so tired of this slavery line and this and that. We went through all this in 400 years. Yes, that's true. But today we in 2021. When do we start treating each other like human beings? When do we start giving our black women the same respect that we give these white women when we see them out in public? When do we start giving black men the same respect that we give these white men when we see them out in public? When do we start treating our black children with respect and raising them in a way to where they have some dignity, man? To where they growing up and they feel like they somebody. They feel like a human being. They feel like they're worth something. They feel like their lives are worth something. That's why these young men are going out and picking up these guns and just going out and killing somebody left and right and not even thinking about it. Black people don't do this to other races. You don't see black people going out and shooting Chinese people. You don't see black people going out and shooting white people. Not to the level of what they are doing to other black folks, man. It's extremely sad. It's extremely sad. It's like there's no value, there's no love whatsoever between black folks, man. And we have to change this. We have to change this. I mean, I know black men who talk down on black women, only date white women. Why? Because all their life they were brought up to think that black women are less valuable than white women, or that white women are some kind of socials that gives them some kind of social status in the world. We have to change this mentality, man. When do we start putting value on ourselves? When do we start lifting up each other and saying, you know what? Not just getting mad when a white person kills a black man, or getting mad when a white police officer, a Hispanic police officer kills a black man, because we are doing this to ourselves, man. Black lives need to matter to us before it can matter to anybody else. The way that you treat yourself is the way that other people treat you. No different than it is with our entire race of black folks, man. The way that we treat each other is the same way that other races are going to treat us when they interact with us, man. They see how we do each other. They see how the black man and black women are fighting. They see how our kids are out here killing each other. They see how we don't respect each other. I'm putting out this video because I'm pissed off, man. I'm extremely pissed off. Because I'm like I said, man, I'm in Louisville. I'm hurt. I know about everything that happened with the Breonna Taylor case. I know the behind the scenes that I would never even put on the camera. But I know all of this information, man, and I see it. And I see all these black men dying left and right, every single week at this point. And you know what? It's not white people that's killing them. It's other black men that's killing them, man. We have to change this. We have to start loving each other, respecting each other, treating each other like a human, treating each other like something, man. If we don't do it, then who else is going to do it? How can you get mad that the police are shooting us down like dogs in the street when we shoot each other down like dogs in the street way more than they do? It's sickening, man. It's so sickening. And my soul wouldn't even let me rest tonight. It's like midnight right now. It wouldn't even let me rest tonight because this is just on my mind so heavy, man. It damn near brings me to tears when I think about how we do each other on a day in and day out basis. It's no respect. What is it going to take for us to change this around? What is it going to take for us to grow? What is it going to take for us to love each other? I'm going to tell you the truth, man. Most black people don't love themselves. Most black people do not love themselves. And that's why we see the problems that we have in relationships with our spouses. That's why we see the problems that we have in our communities with people getting killed left and right, getting dropped left and right. This stuff ain't cool, man. Like I said, I've lost too many people. I've been through too much stuff myself. That little situation at the store, something that small. You know, somebody saying, excuse me, and then, you know, you yelling out, yeah, you excused, can be the reason that you lose your life. Can be the reason that somebody goes to jail. Somebody gets hurt when they don't have to. When are we going to start treating each other with respect? When are we going to start loving each other, man? I'm telling you, man, it's so much that is within me that I want to get out, that I want to pour out, that I probably can't even fit into this video. But I'm telling you, there's a reason why I push the positivity that I push. There's a reason why I make these videos. It's because I know that people need to hear this kind of stuff, man. You know, people might not want to hear this. Every time that somebody brings it up, oh, well, you can't bring up black on black violence and bring up police brutality. It's not the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. And don't ever fool yourself into thinking that it's not. If you don't value your life and if you don't value your brother's life, then the police are not going to value you. And I'm not even a person that so much cares about skin color that much. But I do realize that people throughout all of history have broken themselves off into tribes. It just so happens that in America, we don't break ourselves off into tribes anymore. We break ourselves into colors, groups of colors. White people stick with white people. Black people stick with black people for the most part. That's just how it is. Our communities are mostly based on race. We will not progress as a people and as a nation until we start valuing our own lives, man. I'm putting out this video in hopes that it reaches a lot of people, man. I hope that this video spreads like wildfire because I'm so sick of black people crying in the streets about how white people do this, police do this, but we're not talking about what we're doing to each other, man. We got to make a change, and it starts with you loving yourself so you can love other people, man. I'm not going to keep this video going too long, but I had to get that off my chest, had to get that off my soul, man. I got plenty of other things that I want to talk about, but there's nothing more sad than seeing how black people treat black people. Look at Chicago, smoking on ops, smoking on dead homies, doing this and that, man. It's sick. It's sick. Babies dying every day in the street. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 babies dying in the street. We got to make a change, man. And if I got to be a voice, if I got to be the start of it, whatever, I'll jump out there and do that. But I pray that this video makes an impact. I pray that this video touches somebody and they hear this right when they need to hear this, man. Stop taking out our black people. Black people. Hey, it's 502 King Paul, man. Y'all know I love, the positivity, the peace and all that. But enough is enough. And we got to make a change. If y'all like anything I put in this video, go ahead, like down below, comment, let me know what you think as well. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I got way more content coming. And I'm just praying for everybody, man. Y'all stay blessed. I'm out.